Yes, away we go.
That started.
So what was going on in Romania?
They basically, this Scargu guy, right? The guy was the heavily MAGA, right? They were
Yeah.
supposedly they were going to guarantee to win, right? And they fucking suspended the election. Effectively, they're going to do a recount, and they blamed it. Oh, it's Russian disinformation. Well, no, your guy didn't win, so we're just going to freaking rerun the thing. We're going to recount the votes until they win. Effectively,
Oh boy.
this thing doesn't prove to me what I'm glad we fucking left the EU. I'm glad we fucking left the EU more than ever. Unelected, they're socialists. The EU's a bunch of freaking socialists.
What
So
was the
glad we
last
left the EU.
When was the last time I've ever heard anything regarding both Russia and Romania all in the same sentence?
Yeah, they're blaming it. Yeah, they're saying, Russia was trying to influence the election through TikTok and all that, social media, right? Let's be real here. This is just conservatives. This is everyday people that realise it's fucking ridiculous.
I never heard such a headline in quite a while.
It's bullshit. Literally, it doesn't surprise me. I know how fucking corrupt Romania is. Like, after seeing what they did to the Tates, clear as day corrupt, but I didn't think they would do. I knew they must be desperate as fuck. The reason why Trump was so interested in Romania is because Romania is how you end the Ukraine war. You end the Ukraine war because Romania's got. Romania is also looking to expand the NATO port in Romania. That's another reason. And Graskargu would have said no because he's pro-Russia.
Yeah, this is all starting to sound far too convenient.
Yeah. Very convenient.
They all just seem to fit perfectly somehow.
Like usual.
Goodness me.
Yeah, it'll happen. Also, you hearing what's going on in
Syria? No, I haven't heard about Syria.
You haven't heard
What's
about
going
Syria? There's people, they're taking cities. Rebel groups are supposedly taking cities in Syria, and you know the fact that Russia's been effective defending Syria for this long time, right? Has had military troops in Syria for this long time, right? Keep protecting it, right? Because of the Russia Ukraine war, he's had to let go of a shitload of troops there, right? So the Syrians, right? Syrian rebels, so the Muslim extremists, right? They've effectively went for it. They're taking cities. From where it looks like they're about to get rid of Assad, the Syrian leader or something like that.
Yeah, Syria has been in quite a mess for many years.
Yes, but it looks like he's about to the main leader, the Syrian leader, is about to get freaking taken out, or is on the verge of getting taken out, from what it looks like. Or from what it sounds like in the media. Supposedly, this all goes in plan with Israel's plan for Greater Israel, because they supposedly want to take territory past the Golan Heights, and take more Syrian territory. And supposedly Turkey's marching in as well because they want to take more territory as well. So it's like a region. So they're trying to take territory. So basically, Syria has become a stomping ground for very, very powerful countries, or freaking regional powers. You've got freaking Turkey, you got Russia, parts of Russia, you got Turkey, you got yeah. So what else is going on?
So I saw a video on Reels, and there's a black guy that's originally from Africa talking to a couple of Chinese children, and he speaks fluent Chinese because he lived there for 8 years. And the Chinese children were like so shocked, like, are we the same? Like,
oh my god, yeah. Why do they always come? Why? You were saying?
Yeah, so he's been in China for 8 years. The Chinese children were shocked to hear him speak Chinese, like, and they questioned.
At least they speak their language.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll give him credit for that because Chinese, at least Mandarin, is very hard to learn.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that wouldn't even do that because they just want to freaking mooch off us. We have to pay for their interpreters. They're not in the UK. Whereas, like, literally, these people promote these guys in other countries. They would have to pay for it themselves. They would have to learn. That could have consequences. But yeah. What else?
Alright, so I haven't listened to it, but I've listened to a few seconds by Dicky on TikTok, Dominic Cummings kind of spilled the tea in regards to the UK government being the deep state. Like, he actually said that there is a deep state somewhere in the UK.
Of course there is. They're probably running the show. It's in the City of London, mate. City of London, clearly.
Not surprised.
There's the three cities, man. There's the Vatican, there's Washington, D.C.,
Yes.
and there's the City of London.
Yeah. Not to be confused with Greater London. That's completely separate.
City of London's the financial, but the banking district.
Yeah, exactly.
The UK is the capital of finance. I'm sure there's Americans that will say, but New York's the capital of finance. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
London is. It always has been.
And always will be.
It always will be. London will always be the financial capital of the world.
Exactly.
Saying that, the London Stock Exchange could get more listings, realistically. Why doesn't the London Stock Exchange get more listings?
Actually, good question. I have never
Are they trying
looked into that.
Are they trying to freaking self-sabotage themselves, or are they literally just trying to make it? Or are they literally just trying to be a low-key thing for Europe and not be regional, international? Because they don't want to step on New York's toes. Who knows?
I think it's just keeping a low profile, because if you get loads of attention, then you're bound to be a target for what kinds of attacks could happen.
The funny thing is, though, we all know that we all know that a lot of families, right? They build wealth, right? They built wealth. How long has the stock market been around for in America?
Quite a while, at least far beyond my lifetime.
Can we do a research check on that?
Yeah, sure.
Also, we'll take a look at the London Stock Exchange. How long it's been running for?
Yeah.
We'll do America's Stock Exchange first. So what is it?
It's been going on since 1792.
1792.
Yes, that's like 232 years. No, they got their independence July 4th, 1777.
Can I tell you a secret?
Go on.
All the America, the Brits never gave up their territory, their financial assets, and the businesses abroad, right? All that capital. Who do you think helped fund the fucking New York stock market?
The British?
Yeah. Who do you think still has a massive stake in that stock market? The British.
Yes, I was going to say that.
You think we might have lost a decent amount we didn't lose a decent amount of money. We've still kept it. It's all still controlled by New York. New York.
It's all an act.
It's all an act. Like, all the money, all the New York Stock Exchange money, right? It's all controlled by fucking Brits. For fuck's sake. We control the New York Stock. You think for after 17,000 years, right? You don't think those people passed that money down to their thingy, right? Their descendants, right? Let's be real here.
That's far too convenient.
Yeah. You don't think these people passed their wealth into the thingy? Britain's been standing for fucking 17,000 years, since the 17th century. Right? Even after the 17th century, did Britain get invaded?
By who?
By anyone? Did we lose sovereignty after the American Revolution? No.
No, we didn't.
So who do you think? So the British must still own that money in the stock exchange. Who do you think owns Vanguard, man?
The British?
Yep. Who do you think owns BlackRock, man? The British.
The British.
British shareholders. Probably the king, the queen. Probably the British king. Probably a bunch of other monarchies in Europe.
British this, British that, British everywhere.
Yes. They say, don't you think it's ironic, right? All of America's inventions, its powerful technologies, all its big, powerful corporations, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's all owned by Britain.
Yeah.
They say, but it's great though, because Brits own massive parts of the British stock of America. American corporate is the biggest investor in American corporations. Who's the biggest investor? Who's the biggest investors in America? I would have to say it's the Brits, but I could be wrong. Let's take a look at London. How long has that stock exchange been around for?
Alright. Surely London Stock Exchange should have been around a lot longer.
The LSI as well. There's two London Stock Exchanges.
Okay. Alright.
There's the one for the international markets in Africa.
Alright, so London Stock Exchange, LSE, has been going on since 30th December 1801. Yes, so the New York Stock Exchange is a couple of years older than the London Stock Exchange.
But we helped finance the New York Stock Exchange, and then we
Yes.
financed the British one. We used the money, our profits from that one, to finance the British one. So realistically, the UK and Britain are the two capitals of finance. Founders.
Absolutely.
The Virginia Company was the first publicly listed. The Dutch East India Company was, I think, the first ever publicly listed company, correctly, wasn't it?
I wouldn't know. Possibly.
I think it is. I think I remember history on that. So it's ironic. They say about oh, Britain's weak. Yet we own your stock exchange. Well, we don't. The big institutions and big powerful families, most likely noble families in Britain, own the stock exchange. Why is it that nobody knows who owns Vanguard?
Not much.
We just figured out who owns it. We just figured out how long the New York Stock Exchange has been around for since, right?
Oh, wow, nice. How long have they been around for?
Tell them.
All right. The New York Stock Exchange has been going on since 1792. The London Stock Exchange, LSE, has been going on since 1801.
I wonder how. Wow.
Who do you think funded your stock exchange?
I have no idea. Enlighten me.
The British.
British,
Okay.
clearly.
Huh.
Because we're one of the only countries that had wealth at the time.
Yeah, wow. I thought it was going to be a completely different answer, but okay, yeah.
No. British. Britain
Definitely
owns
British,
most
yeah.
of your freaking stocks. Most of your markets. That's the truth, though. Britain's probably one of the biggest investors in the UK, in America. We never actually left you. Honestly, I'm starting to think that there was never truly a split in America with Britain and America, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Just because of the freaking whole thing about with the freaking Freemasons.
You
I think
think?
we just did it as a fucking piss take, and I think we also did it mainly just because we want to see who's our true allies and who's our true enemies. Who stabbed us in the back? And surprisingly, France failed. They failed the test.
Okay, so pretty much. So pretty much you guys never split from us at all, whatsoever.
We didn't. We never split.
So the British are coming was a whole waste of time, you know?
Probably, in my honest opinion. I think they wanted independence, right? But I think at the end of the day, we never truly left. Like, we still hold economic power and we still own a significant economic power in America. We don't own any of your laws. We never said we would leave. We never said we would give up our assets, but we still own economic power in your country. But we don't own the freaking. We don't rule your laws. But why would you? But again, the British government, right? We never really dictated policy to you guys, to any country. Realistically, we just did our thing. We're a trade empire. We let regional managers do that, didn't we?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, regional managers. So what else is there?
Recent polls have been showing.
Let's take a look at the oldest stock. What's the oldest stock exchange in the world? Let's take a look. How suspicious at the Dutch or the Belgian stock exchange?
So how have you guys been doing as of
Not
late?
bad.
Great.
What's the oldest stock exchange? Because then we'll realise who truly owns the power. The
I'm
oldest
looking
stock
up
exchange,
now.
probably people invested in that one will probably have ruled the world.
Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
It's not Britain, is it?
No, it's not Britain. Well, we already know it's not Britain.
Rome?
Nor America.
Rome?
Nope.
France?
Belgium.
You're close, but no.
Wait, really? I'm close?
Yes.
Wow.
Germany?
Smith, a lucky
Nope.
guess.
The Amsterdam Stock Exchange. That has been founded since 1602. It was established to trade shares of the Dutch East India Company.
Oh yeah, Dutch East India Company. I think I said that.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
It could have been the first company that was listed for London Stock Exchange, because
is the Amsterdam Stock Exchange still a thing?
it should be,
Unless
it may not exist anymore. But there's no way that could happen because you have all of the wealth. How could you go bust?
And you'd be surprised. I mean, Trump went bust, and then
Yeah, but how?
There's hostile takeovers and coups, right? You do what was all Amsterdam, right?
Yeah, the Amsterdam Stock Exchange.
Wasn't that invaded by the Nazis?
Oh, speaking of which,
Yes.
I think apparently there was like a 100-year-old Nazi who was going to be tried on court.
There was a fucking woman that they tried to fight, an elderly Nazi, elderly German fucking woman, but tried to tell the truth, right? And they fucking put her in prison. Dude, she's about to fucking pass away. If you're going to you're trying to make yourself look more guilty. Why are you going after a fucking pensioner? You fucking dopey cunts. She's about to fucking just. If you're not fucking desperate to get rid of her, like, just put her into a home.
How old was
them like you freaking do the other elderly.
How old was she? Because the guy I'm talking about, he's 100 and he's an ex-guard.
80 or 90 years old or something like that on a version. Yeah, I think I posted it a couple of months back, but
it's like
they're trying going after a guy that's on a pensioner. Why?
It's like at that point, like you got to let the elderly slide, bro, because it's like
honestly, you could literally or they're just trying to silence the narrative to say like have people stop questioning, right?
Hold on, what did she say?
Because maybe they're guilty of something.
What did she say? That has them locking her up.
But the Jews were never killed. We treated them well. We never killed them at all.
Oh wow!
Basically, the gas chambers are fake. And there have been multiple people that say the gas chambers are fake and that it's impossible for people to die through those chambers.
Oh man,
the gas and the stuff like that didn't exist back then, supposedly.
I mean, I can kind of tell that River side is probably going to censor that.
Probably, yes.
I can imagine. But yeah, it's like wow.
Allegedly, guys, allegedly.
Okay, yeah, allegedly, a woman who actually lived through that.
You're in Germany, yes, and it's ironic though because the court said, "Oh, you're wrong," and I said, "Lad, I fucking lived it." Effectively,
it's like
it's ironic, right? An elderly, some freaking yoke, but I just came out of high school, telling me I'm lying about my own fucking history.
That's crazy.
Yeah, never said that, but it's like probably thinking it. Like,
it's like how are you gonna tell me I'm lying? I would have said young man, young woman. How are you gonna tell me I'm lying? I lived through it. I
lived through it. I was the guard. Yeah, but this episode's probably not getting put out. I'm sorry, Jamie. But I did say something about Gorse Guard.
I've seen worse days, Risk. Remember what happened last time we recorded an episode?
How bad was it that... So we didn't even get an episode out because of that day?
Oh, it hasn't released yet. But I'm just saying, if there is a time it would be released, there would be issues. But I've dealt with this before. I know how to handle it.
But hey,
so you're going to get the episode released?
Actually?
Yes. Against all odds, apparently.
You know what? We're saying this all allegedly. It may or may not be true.
Yes, allegedly. We don't want the frickin' right. Even though I very much doubt the frickin'... I very much doubt it. I doubt the frickin' Jews realistically died for those camps. The fact that they've made it so brutal that I do think there's some lying there. I don't get me wrong, I do think they died. I just question, was it the Nazis that did it? Or was it maybe just Russia and England, or Britain, America, doing it to fucking demonize, to make it so no Jews would never be killed like that again?
You know, I'll be honest, if we can ask that, it'd be cool if we could ask that old person questions.
They'd be able to freaking know. They're just a grunt. Like, let's be real here. No one alive probably knows the information. It's probably been deep secret. It's probably been freaking... Just because it's that freaking dangerous information, they probably fucking erased it from people's memories.
Actually, if she lived through that, she'd have to be older than like 80 or 90, right?
Yeah. Probably 100.
Yeah, she'd have to be way older than if she lived through that, because I don't believe an 80 or 90-year-old would have... Yeah, she'd have to be way older.
I think she was like in her 20s or something like that when it first happened, maybe 30s.
Yeah, so it's like she'd have to be way older then. But yeah, it's like I'd say I'd listen to what that woman has to say if she lived through it.
They don't want to freaking do it because it's like they don't, because they're that blindsided. They're not even want to listen to someone else's side because they apparently think they're brainwashed. But no, you just don't want to fucking hear a different narrative or a different viewpoint, right? if you look at the freaking viewpoint of the fucking German people at that time, right, you can kind of sympathize with them. I can see similarities with it. I'm not going to lie. I can see similarities with the German people of that time and our time right now, guys. Right? I can see it with the freaking illegals. They're the problem.
Except
They
for the
ruined our
time,
country. They've devalued our currency. They've devalued our life.
except for the time being, they can't kill us all. Yet.
Well, they can't yet. And then there's this guy on this BBC thing saying, "I know exactly what you're doing. You're trying to blame the country's austerity wasn't because of illegals. It was because of bad conservative policy. It was, but you've also got to remember.
Once again,
I don't remember. They're the reason why these people came here.
I would say this, man. I would say, like, those Europeans, and I say Europeans because they're most likely not even real Jewish people, like, are the
They're
reason
not Europeans.
or what.
Well, they might be Europeans, but they're not freaking.
Whatever they are, I know they're not Jewish.
We all know they're not Jewish.
Yeah, they're not Jewish, clearly.
Clearly, they're not. They any Jews that actually do exist. They probably. But there's definitely Jews in the UK, right? People with Jewish heritage in the UK, right? But they're probably more Jewish than these people that are in Israel.
That's true.
So how much power do you think Britain really has around the world? Do you think we still have power? What?
On the financial aspect, they have it
Do you feel
all
like they don't
mostly.
have power? Do you feel like they don't have power to freaking control and coup governments? Not militarily, but economically, physically, and
Well, they can manipulate economically because, well, money is what makes the world go round. Otherwise, there are other aspects, different strings to pull that are run by different people.
they probably have the strength to pull a lot of them. Do you think who really runs India?
Rick Taylor. Imagine. But
who really does run India? Because it's clearly not run by the people of India. I don't think the British. They say the British left, right? Is Freemasonry in India?
Probably. Freemason is everywhere.
Even Russia.
Yeah.
It was gotten rid of by Catherine the Great, but it was brought back under Vladimir Putin.
Oh yeah, I heard Putin was like, wait, it was brought back by Vladimir Putin?
Yeah, Putin.
So he's getting rid of satanic, like, temples in Russia, but he's bringing back Freemasonry?
Here's a thingy, right? I don't think Freemasonry is that demonic. I think Freemasonry is literally just a brother club of people that love the British Empire.
Yeah, I'd say for the most part, Freemasonry, like, anyone can be a Freemason.
Just because of literally what I saw, they watched the Grand Royal Lodge ceremony, right? It's basically just about a bunch of people basically being proud to be be part of the British Empire, effectively, and pledging their allegiance to the king, particularly to His Majesty the Queen at the time.
Huh. Okay.
Just proves that the frickin' never really was a split, and all these people, we might have given them independence, but we still control them internationally. We still control the countries. Doesn't matter if you're Australian, doesn't matter if you're Canadian, you're still British. You'll never be able to escape that.
What if they said they're not British?
Doesn't matter, they were frickin' governed by us enough to fucking become British. 200 years of our frickin' progeny coming in and out, you'd be fucked. You're British no matter what. It would take you a fucking miracle to freaking get yourself away from that. And even if India does come, right? Even if India does come, they'll still be British. Because Indians have got British blood in them. They were governed by us for so long.
They were surrounded by British culture at some point.
Yes, for so long. Not to mention the amount of British people that probably had their children. We brought their population. Their population before us was 400 million, right? That's a billion fucking, and their population's near a billion, right? So that's a billion Britishers. A billion British. In spirit, maybe not in mind, but in soul. India was so big of a country, right? It had so many Britishers, right? We had to fricking split up into multiple territories. Because we thought, imagine what a country with so many British people, right? Hey. The world could not cope. Hey, man, I'm humoring myself here, but yeah. So what else is there?
Alright, so looked at the Amsterdam Stock Exchange. It still exists, but it's under a different name. they merged with Brussels Stock Exchange and the Paris Stock Exchange to form Euronext.
So who's the most powerful stock exchange in the world?
Euronext? At least the stock exchange entity.
So which one's more powerful economically? Is it the euro, or is it the frickin'? Doesn't Germany have its own stock exchange?
They do have their own stock exchange. The question is, which one?
Do they have multiple?
I don't know. I'm gonna check. It's likely
UK
they
has
could.
multiple. The UK has a stock exchange for Europe and it has one for international markets. Mainly, I think, mainly
The Frankfurt Stock Exchange.
So what else in the news?
UK oats. Several nations of the Caribbean companies, one of the two major regional stock exchanges is the Eastern Caribbean Securities.
President Zelensky.
Oh, that freaking weasel.
President Zelensky showed up in sweatpants to photobomb 2 world leaders. Why sweatpants?
Yes, he's a fucking bum. Can't wear a fucking suit, you fucking hobo. You got fucking Trump wearing a suit, you got Macron wearing a suit, you got this fucking bum in a fucking thing of sweats. Not serious, not real leader. Typical of a former Russian not to dress. At least Putin dresses like a fucking leader. The guy looks like he's about to work his fucking shift. I work a shift at the freaking local Home Depot.
Yeah, that's how I'd dress if I was working at Home Depot, man. I just wouldn't care.
Like,
'Cause I'm working-
again, like he's an actor. Like
Matter of
why
fact,
the fuck's he wearing a nice outfit?
you know
Where's
what? Matter of fact,
you freaking weirdo?
actually, scratch that. I'd wear my pajamas to Home Depot, bro. That's how much I wouldn't care about the job.
But he's effectively playing that like he's getting paid. Well, the least you can do is wear a fucking suit, bud.
That's true.
At least play the part of a fucking leader. You look like a fucking bum from freaking. You look like one of those bums from Africa that come off the fucking boat. Like, you can wear a freaking suit for goddamn sake. We've sent you enough fucking money, and you fucking pillaged enough money to afford a fucking decent freaking white suit, a decent freaking suit, an overcoat.
That's true. That's true. You could have wore one of them, but
You could have wore a basic suit with the freaking Ukraine logo on it.
but
Risk. He's not even supposed to be president anymore. He's unelected.
But Risk, he wanted to be comfortable.
And wear a fucking suit.
But
you go to a fucking meeting with world leaders, you got to dress the part. Fucking hobo. God. What's their fucking responses to that? Are people just saying, look, why is he not wearing a fucking suit? He looks like a freaking hobo.
Let me check the comments. At this point, Zelensky is not a president. He's a dictator, and not a very good one. President Trump tells Zelensky to stop persecuting the canonical Ukrainian Orthodox Church. I'm pretty sure that's just a personal belief.
So basically, stop prosecuting Christians.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't think he really told him that in the video, but
That he even told him that in person, but yeah.
Maybe. Who knows? But yeah.
I still think Trump's a better leader than. When will Zelensky be ousted? He's a dictator.
I'll be honest. You know how
I'm surprised they haven't made Zelensky a fucking king at this point in time.
I'm not gonna lie. You know how I would know someone is a good leader, and I don't wish death on anybody, but if someone is actively trying to kill someone actively while in the presidency, then yeah, I'd say they're telling some form of truth that they don't want to come out or come out yet. With Trump, you could argue that
you can say that they've done that, right? They did that with freaking. That's how you can tell that Ron Kennedy was a good guy, right? That's how you can tell that. What was his name? JFK. That's how you can tell that JFK. That's how you can tell that Kennedy was a good guy. JFK was a good guy. That's how you can tell that freaking Ronald Reagan was a good guy, right? Yeah, that's how you can tell Nixon was a good guy as well. Nixon almost got assassinated. Kennedy almost got assassinated.
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of sad.
Got almost assassinated. Teddy Roosevelt. Both Roosevelts almost got assassinated.
I'm not gonna lie.
Lincoln got assassinated. Most of the have you ever noticed that it's always Republicans that get assassinated? Why is that?
I don't know.
All the presidents that were assassinated, are they all Republicans? Or attempted assassinated?
Well, JFK was a Democrat.
He was more of a Republican than anything. He ran on a Democrat platform, where he was a Republican at best. most of his policies were. He's pro-gun.
Well, that was back then. Well, right now it's far different when it was decades ago.
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of
Right now,
sad that
you're fucking...
it's kind of sad that it has to take an assassination attempt for someone to say, "Huh, okay, he's a good leader. He might be spreading some truth." But it's unfortunately true.
Every time the freaking CIA fucking goes against him, the way that freaking CIA acted against him acted against Trump made me realize the guy was a good guy, because the CIA is fucking evil, man. They coup governments, for fuck's sake. They're evil. And I wonder if the CIA doesn't work for British intelligence or certain people in Britain. Because we all know Five Eyes, right? We all know Five Eyes is basically another way for them to take control of nations. So we all know they long took over the British government. They long know that freaking the UK turned America into a corporation, sadly. Supposedly Trump got you guys out of that, but I have my doubts.
Yeah, I'd say for the most part, until a president comes in and actually seems like he's against the fold, and like until I see a president come in who's actually against everything.
How can he do it? If he does that, mate, they'll just go and assassinate him, or they'll call him some right winger. They'll hate him.
Good. Okay. No,
If
not
they
the
call him some right winger. They'll probably assassinate the bloke. They'll fucking kill his finances. They'll call him a rapist.
What would
They'll
really
call him a pedo.
What would really sell me on the guy is he has to have some form of faith, bro. Because if he's just trying to make up stuff based on what he believes is right.
Supposedly Trump's Jewish. Supposedly he converted. Supposedly that's what they say, but who knows?
That's what he said.
I don't think he said that personally, but let's be real. He surrounds himself with tons of Jews, so
I'm pretty sure at one point he was wearing one of those yarmulke hats. So
he was. Yeah,
so,
he did wear that. That's what makes me think he was converted.
I mean, can you really? I thought they wouldn't allow certain just anybody.
Then it's for show. They don't care. They're never going to convert you anyway. To them, you're just going to be a goyim. The view is unhuman.
Once again, I feel like
Jews are all Baal worshippers.
yeah.
They all worship Satan. 666.
I mean, yeah, for the most part, it's like
You say that, yeah.
I say anybody who's outside of Christ, bro, worships Satan.
Because people say, "Oh, the Muslim religion's not." The Muslim religion just seems like it's.
I've been hearing
things of Antichrist. Screams it.
I've been hearing that the Jews actually created Islam.
They did probably. It wouldn't surprise me. We did have this conversation a couple days ago. Where I bet all religions were created by kings. Do I agree? Do I believe some of them have merit? Yeah, but a lot of religions were created by kings as a way to subdue the freaking naive little populace and stop them from getting certain types of ideas. It was mainly a control mechanism to keep them in check. Keep them from doing things that are not too friendly to the state. But yeah, so what else is there?
A recent poll has shown that Reform has overtaken Labour for the first time, second behind the Tories.
So what's that post that you said thingy that in the chat earlier about the Labour government?
Yeah, it's from a website called ErwinGoodwin.com, where there's
I've heard that name before. I think I've seen him post on Twitter or X.
Okay. Well, what I sent in the chat shows what the results could like if another general election was held tomorrow. And the result shows that Labour would have the most seats, but they won't have a majority, so they would have to form a coalition with another party to make up a
Who do you think they would?
majority.
Who do you think they would most likely form a coalition with?
Lib
How
Dems.
many seats would? How many?
Lib Dems would have 68 if a new election was held.
How much seats would the Tories have?
The Tories would get 207.
How much seats do you need to get a coalition government in?
Well, to get a coalition government, you need to get under 325 seats.
Okay, so let's say how much seats do Labour have
right now?
after the election? were to be held today.
If a new general election was held, Labour would get 304 seats. So they need to form a coalition with another party.
How many seats would Reform get?
Reform has gained 14 seats, which now makes 19.
That is still too low, mate. They get a lot more than that. Did you say that they get Didn't you say that they did freaking go with first past the post? Wouldn't they get 90 more than 90 now?
Yeah, that was a bill passed recently that for the next general election they're going to change to proportional representation. So depending on how much of the country voted for a party, that's how much of the seats that party would get. Under first past the post, well, Labour would get a major majority like it did in the current election. But under proportional representation, if the general election does happen, use PR, I think Labour will still have the most seats, but it would be in the 200s. But what really shocked me is that with nearly 15% of the country voting for reform, they would have gotten 94 seats under proportional representation.
Remember back then, how much seats do you think they would get now? More than 100.
Under proportional representation, reform would get 94 seats.
Even now, you're saying even after professional voting, even after this thing.
Oh no!
I think it'll be more than 94 seats, mate. Like, especially a lot more people have changed to Reform now, right? A lot more people are voting with them. They've got big financial backers with them now. They've got like freaking big Tory donors now voting with them, right? You got former you probably got a bunch of former prime ministers that secretly probably would probably move to Reform now. So do you think we'll ever see any big former Tory prime ministers actually vote for turn their support for Nigel Farage?
Not at the moment. Maybe not this year or the next. But there will come a point though that that would happen. They just don't want to admit that yet, because they believe that the Tories are doing pretty well despite not winning the last election.
They're not doing well though. That looks like a fucking fool.
That's what they say.
Questions. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to switch over simply just because of Rupert Lowe, right?
Possibly.
I think he could be the saving grace. I think he's the future of the party, Rupert Lowe. What he's been doing is fucking fantastic. He's showing fucking pure excellence as an MP. Freaking getting us the facts about immigration. I think I'm thinking a lot of people would rather have. I think a lot of people are starting to think maybe we should have Rupert Lowe be the Prime Minister instead of Nigel. But who knows? Maybe he's not. Maybe that's not his role. Maybe his role should be the role of literally someone else.
Maybe his time hasn't come yet. Maybe at some point in the future.
Still time.
Yeah, there is still time, but only time will tell what's to come.
Nigel's only going to be in for a couple of years with PM. If he gets become PM, right? We're going to need a successor. Hopefully, the new elections come up and come. Hopefully, the new election, and when we get some new MPs, maybe they can start showing up some new blood for succession. For a successor, we definitely need one. I still personally would like to see Trump see the UK be ruled by America. I'd like to see America take over the reins. I think it's time. We're a tiny nation. We should combine with America. Do you think it'll come?
Come for what?
Time when Britain's no longer a country but a union, part of a union.
Well, it will take a few years, maybe a decade or two. I mean, there's talks with Canada. Heard so much about it.
Would love to see Canada and Britain and America become one again.
Nick Fuentes was arrested for defending himself and his property from a lunatic. This is not freedom. This is not right. It's political persecution and lawfare.
They arrested him for defending himself and his own property.
Yep, he was arrested.
What happened to the Second Amendment in America?
I don't know.
That's not right. Will Trump pardon him or will Trump protect him?
I'm not sure.
Who knows?
I'm really not. But the lady was Jewish. She was a Jewish older woman.
What a fucking surprise!
So she was
fucking surprise.
She was an older Jewish woman. So, and people are saying that will be a factor in all of this.
So So what? Trump's very pro-Jew. So
you said what? What a surprise!
And what a surprise!
Yeah, I mean, she came.
Fucking single bit.
She came. She came on his property, got pepper sprayed, and Nick was arrested for it.
His fucking property and his fucking is there footage?
Yeah.
Right. Nick Fuentes being who he is, right? He's bound to have some fucking footage, right? Bound
Right.
to have freaking evidence. But whether did these cunts get to that evidence and burn it, is the question. I don't believe Nick Fuentes is that fucking an idiot not to have fucking cameras, CCTV cameras on his fucking door, or even in his house. If he doesn't, I'm gonna be surprised he's a fucking moron.
I'd say in
No,
certain
especially knowing how fucking powerful, how famous he is, right?
I'd say in certain scenarios he is smart. In certain scenarios he needs to work on, but for the most part,
At one point, you wanted to actually vote for him. You would have voted for him to be president. But I do think he's lost it to a certain extent.
did
He's
I
not wrong in saying the fact that they do control the world. They do, but you've got to watch yourself with that, because if you do go too hard with that, they'll fucking label you something, ruin you.
did I? I
A
don't
lot
think
of powerful people in this world.
I don't think I said I'd vote. I don't think I said I'd vote for the guy.
Him and Kanye.
Well, yeah,
I would vote for Kanye if he freaking got.
I'd say
don't-
I think I think Kanye's in Japan now. Actually, I think I heard that he lives in Japan now or something like that.
Not even Kanye. Not even Kanye.
Yeah,
I doubt it's even him. I think it's a fake. Is he still with his missus, or did she fucking leave him?
I think he's still with her. Although I'm not gonna lie, bro. Apparently Actually, no. From what I know, he's still with her.
You were saying something about apparently.
I was just gonna say, I've also heard that, I've heard something about, her apparently choosing. You know how she dresses, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, with those outlandish, very provocative outfits, that's how Kanye met her. Apparently, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how that works. I'm pretty sure some of the outfits are,
Yeah, I think I almost got into a fit with some. Yeah, basically, I was reading this post, right. It was a post that was a video basically about some girls going out clubbing, right, and basically next to nothing, right. So I decided, you know what? I basically said, I'm not surprised. I even said, I think I posted something like this, I'm not surprised that illegals literally go after women like that. I go after women like that in public. What they're wearing, you're basically asking for it. Especially if you're freaking half naked, right? You're gonna be you'll be a lightning rod to them, wouldn't you?
that's true. Oh wow. So Elon's feature actually works. You can view a profile that's blocked, but you can't interact.
Has that finally been launched?
Yeah, it's been launched for probably either a couple of months or a couple of weeks. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But
On
yeah,
Twitter?
yeah, on Twitter. Yeah, apparently you can look at people who's blocked you. But yeah, you can look at people who's blocked you, and but you can't interact with them.
Yeah, Twitter had always been like that. Even before Elon Musk took it over,
Well,
you could always view people that blocked you but not interact.
well, no, before, when people blocked me, it's like I couldn't see anything from it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like nothing. But now I can see their posts. Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you think the future will be for America? Do you think Canada will actually become part of the American?
Wait. 26-year-old woman has 22 children and plans to keep going until she reaches 100.
Good. Based. What is she mixed race in these babies, or is she?
It seems like she's white. And all of her babies are white too.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you. Hold on, I'll send it in the chat right here.
Good. We don't need people. We honestly do not need. We don't need mixed race babies, because they're just gonna fucking create hatred.
Hold on.
You can have them, but again, I just always found that weak, especially for grandparents and that, right? Basically, just killing your genetics at that point. I think most would agree. You're best having, as much as I think Asians are freaking attractive, right? I wouldn't want to have a child. I'm not so sure I'd want to have a child because I don't want to kill their genetics.
I'd say Asians are somewhat close to being white. They're somewhat, but
Not I hate them, but they probably should just date their own race. Honestly, dating opposite races is
plus I would say
dumb down intelligence as well somewhere down the line. But yeah, supposedly Supposedly, most of the people of Eastern Europe. Supposedly, one Polish man is now effectively a progenitor of a lot of people in Eastern Europe or in other parts of. It's funny to think, right? 100 to 200 years from now, right? Yeah, 100 to 200 years from now, someone will end up being.
Actually, there is one video of guys. I think I saw it a couple months back of like this couple with mixed race children, black and white.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll probably try. I'll try to find it. I'm pretty sure I saved it, but I'll try to find it.
that's fine. What else is there? Is that us?
Hold on. There could be more.
Okay.
Yeah, there's this tweet. It reads, the Democrats picking Joe Biden over Bernie Sanders in 2020 when a map of donations looked like that is what guaranteed a Trump win in 2024.
Well, if we're being truly honest with you, I think if they actually went with Bernie Sanders, I think it would have been a more interesting match. And that's clearly the people's choice. If I'm being honest, I don't think
I
anybody
agree.
gave a fuck about Biden.
How old is Bernie Sanders?
He's old, but he's an interesting guy. I would
I agree.
but I wouldn't say he's a bad guy. I wouldn't vote for him. He's not my cup of tea, but I wouldn't say he's a bad guy. Tries his best, like the rest of them. He actually is one of the only politicians that called out the Democrats, and that from freaking betraying after Trump won. And he basically said, "I'm not surprised." Bernie used to be a Democrat, but he became independent because he got so disillusioned with the party. It's sort of party.
I thought he was still a Democrat.
No, he's an independent now. He has been independent for a while. He couldn't stay in the party, knowing the knowing what they represent. He'll vote alongside the Democrats, but on certain issues and that. But he is a independent. I don't blame him after what the Democrats did to him. Why the hell would you want to be part of that party? But yeah.
Yeah, I saved a lot of videos.
Bernie Sanders is 83.
Wow, old man.
Well,
Sanders effectively was
good on him.
tons of was on.
Jeez, it's gonna take me a while to find this. Oh, here it is. Oh, let me.
Tucker Carlson's interviewing Sergei Lavrov, the Russian, a very powerful person in the Russian government. I think he's a foreign affairs guy, or he's the.
Wait, wrong post. Hold on. There we go. There it is.
So what's going on with BRICS?
Well, I haven't heard much of BRICS in recent times. Last I remember, they said they were going to launch their own currency, but then the US was like, "Yeah, don't do that, or else."
They should
Something like
still
that.
do that. They should still launch their currency. If they want to truly get away from America, why not? Why tell them that we're not falling for your double-edged sword?
Zelensky endorses Trump call to end war in Ukraine.
Because he realised that the money laundering trip's done and we can't do anything. He's also thinking, well, I've money laundered and gifted and not. Maybe it's time I settle down a fucking mansion in Malibu, California, or Florida. I'm honestly surprised. I honestly thought Rishi Sunak would have moved to Florida after he not becoming PM anymore.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Maybe his plans to ride it out until the next election and then maybe just freaking get his affairs order and then move to Florida. Or maybe he's secret. Do you think Sunak really secretly cares about this country? Or do you think he just did it for his own personal gain?
Well, I'm not saying he doesn't, but I'm also not saying that he doesn't have a soft spot or admiration for the United States. So, yeah, it's just convenient that Rishi Sunak became Prime Minister to begin with.
Yeah, I think it was convenient. I think he'll actually go down as one of the better PMs. To be honest, this generation. He's no Margaret Thatcher. Let's be real. He's no Margaret Thatcher. But I think since the early 2000s, right? I think he'll go down as one of the better PM. Do you think Scott?
I'm not sure, because
I personally don't think he's going to last past May. That's my honest opinion.
Yeah, I was thinking that, because what's going on now?
He wants to be last for 10 years, right? But he's 6 months in this. He's less than 6 months in his PM. and he's already on the back foot. He's already having to rechange his entire gender. To me, that just means I'm not winning. He's not winning. He's about to be sacked. Is Farage WEF?
So what else is there?
Can we do a backturn check to see if Nigel Farage is WEF or not?
Can we what?
We try and see if Nigel Farage or any of the people in Reform are WEF members.
Sorry, every time when my phone is dying, my volume goes down. Hold on.
Any result?
I'm checking.
So would you?
Start
I'll
with
be
Nigel.
honest. Hey, Risk. If you didn't know what you know now, would you be a WEF member? If you didn't know what you know,
Hard to say.
I feel like if any of us didn't know what we know now, then yeah, we probably would have followed the club in some way, shape, or form without even knowing.
Probably.
And if they told us about it, then we'd probably have the chance to leave. But
No, probably not. You'd probably, if you're at the lower levels, maybe. Upper levels, no. You don't get out of that without death.
or I don't know, probably without paying your way.
Or your body bag, effectively.
Yeah, either you'd have to get out
That's the only way you're going to be able to escape this stuff.
or they could probably make you sign something to make you not say anything. Otherwise, they'll just kill you.
True. Any luck?
Still
And
searching.
then they'll let you just go off scot-free. And then they'll just
as well.
and I'd say they'd probably have you pay a fee or something like that. But that and just have you go off scot-free and say get out of here and don't say anything. Otherwise, we'll kill you.
I have my suspicions that Rupert Lowe might be a WEF member, but I actually like his policies. I think he's actually gone up. But from what he seems like an alright bloke. But the fact he used to work in business, right? A farm, finance, and all that stuff, right? The fact that Nigel worked in finance for a while and that was a banker, right, makes me question. Did you know Michel? What about France? Michel Barnier, the guy who was making the EU fucking terrible, right? To get right, he's now been sacked.
Wait.
France is effectively now about to get a new leader, president, and it looks like Marine Le Pen will probably take it.
Wait, 2 California boys shot at Christian school in revenge for Gaza genocide?
Were they Muslims that did this?
I would assume so, or just a radical leftist. I'm not sure.
Either way, they deserve to fucking get shot or castrated. Not shot. They deserve to be punished by the law.
I mean, the hate crime against Christians should be national news, but
it should be a hate crime. It also should be a hate crime for blacks to be able to abuse whites. Same with blacks being able to abuse. Same with blacks being able to abuse whites. Same with whites being able to abuse blacks. It should be labeled as a hate crime.
Yeah, I was about to.
The fact that literally white boys can't get enter the fucking security service, apply for apprenticeships in the security internships at the security.
Yeah, I was about to say it goes both ways.
Yeah, it needs to go both ways. Like, you can't be racist, do one and then not. It needs to be both ways. There's clearly too much, from what I've seen on the internet. There's clearly too much of that happening in this. In both countries, realistically, and same with Muslims, right? It should be for all races, right? But be a hate crime for anyone, any race, right? What's next?
So I'm trying to look for Nigel Farage on the World Economic Forum. I put Nigel Farage under people and Nigel Paul Farage, and he's not seen anywhere on WEF. Alright, I'll put Rupert Lowe in there.
I have my suspicions that Richard Tice is one of them, though.
Okay.
Tice is one. I'd be surprised if Rupert Lowe one is, but it wouldn't surprise me.
No, Richard Tice can't be found.
Rupert Lowe?
Alright, Rupert Lowe, look that up. No, can't be found.
Okay. Let me see who else is. Marine Le Pen. Put her in, see what happens.
Marine Le Pen? No, I can't find her anywhere.
Elon Musk.
This is going to be a shock.
He is. He used to be on it, so.
I think people are now comparing. I'll be honest. I think people are now comparing Barron to Donald and on looks resemblance.
No, I can't find it. I can't find Elon Musk on the WEF website.
Reform you.
I found Keir Starmer on the WEF website.
What a surprise.
And Rishi Sunak as well.
What a surprise. Kenny Badnock.
Alright.
I have my suspicions she's one of them as well.
I need to check her spelling first. Just
take a look
at
David Lammy as well.
Alright.
Also, look at Zia Yusuf. I'm a suspicion she's one of them as well. Not finding anything?
Kemi Badenoch cannot be found on the World Economic Forum website.
Maybe she's just trying to hide him.
Well, I found Keir Starmer to be a member of the WEF and Rishi Sunak, so
Nicola Sturgeon, take a look at her, see if she's on it. I have a suspicion
Alright.
she is.
Nicola Sturgeon.
Most definitely she's on it.
So what else is there?
Not much. There's a bunch of other MPs. Take a look at Angela Rayner once for me as well, but it's beneficial for you as well to know who's a fucking snake.
Lads, Nicola Sturgeon is a member of the World Economic Forum.
What a surprise! I knew she would be.
So I guess it is working. I wasn't sure if it was working right, but I guess I now know it was working.
Pierre Polyev for me.
Pierre Polyev. Again, need to check the spelling.
P-I-E-V-R Polyev.
Pierre?
Who would effectively be the new, if he's elected, would be the new Prime Minister of Scotland.
Oh, Canada. I don't know their national anthem.
Oh, Canada, my tree is thy soul.
Yeah, that.
Pierre Polyev. Alright, Pierre Polyev is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
I think he is, but he's hidden.
Interesting. Alright.
Lee Anderson for me. Do Lee Anderson for me. And James Murdoch.
Alright, Lee Anderson.
I'm just taking a look at all the Reforms MPs. We'll do best to do a good fucking...
Alright, Lee Anderson is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Good to know. Is he a member of any other organisation like this, though?
Not sure. I would have to
he be
check.
A member of the WHO?
The WHO? Not sure.
World Health Organization. Okay, so James McMurdoch.
James McMurdoch.
Another MP for Reform.
Yes.
Lee Anderson would be the oldest one, started in 2019, and he was Reform's only MP at the time.
James McMurdoch is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Good to know.
Guys, I'm a member of the World Economic Forum.
Really funny.
Type Eric Taylor and see what happens.
Alright then. Alright then.
This'll be fun.
And Eric Taylor is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Who said is not?
Yes.
I kind of thought you were going to say is. I'm like...
I'd say, like, fuck, what have you been doing under the table then? Okay.
Alright, who else?
Okay, who else?
Faithy?
David Lammy.
David Lammy.
Yes, that fucking sausage. Useless fucking tosser in the woods.
Sausage?
Okay.
Alright, David Lammy is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
RFK Jr. Take a look at RFK Jr.
Alright then.
Actually, that's...
Oh, it's a long one.
Do JD Vance next as well, and then do Vivek Ramaswamy.
And then, have we done Donald Trump?
Yeah, do Donald Trump even vote. And, okay, who else? Question, who else? Any other guys that you can think of, Eric?
Not that this one is a mystery, but maybe Kamala?
Oh, she'll definitely be one, but check it. Check Bernie Sanders while you're at it as well, once you're done.
Alex.
Okay, Tim Walz.
Actually,
alright, RFK Jr. is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Okay.
Bob Iger.
Bob Iger.
Suspicions that he is one, but...
Alright then.
Supposedly he got knighted in the UK, even if I don't think... Is he even British? That's what I want to know.
I have no idea. Alright, Bob Iger is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
He is.
Well, the website's not telling me.
And why the fuck is he so woke then?
I don't know. Just want to be part of the club?
Interesting.
Or he's just unaware.
Or he's unaware. No, he's aware.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
He just wants to be part of the club. They always do. I was going to look up Kamala Harris.
Yeah, Kamala Harris is a good one.
Alright. Kamala Harris is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Angela Rayner.
Angela Rayner.
Oh yeah, then Tim Walz.
Alright then.
What's the Chancellor? Who's the Chancellor of the Exchequer again?
Currently? Rachel Reeves.
Do her next after Angela.
Alright. Okay, Angela Rayner is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Surprisingly, I actually thought she was. She's corrupt, though.
Again, just wants to be part of the club. Presumably.
Would you guys want to be part of the club?
No.
No.
I'm not a demon. Besides, he's already part of the club, so why would he want to be part of the bigger club?
Who, Jame?
Yes, part of the club.
Even I don't want to. I don't have much of a choice. I'm only part of it by blood.
So Prince Charles, King Charles.
Hold on, I'm still looking up Rachel Reeves.
Okay.
Okay. That's correct.
I'll be honest, yeah, Jame, has any of your family outright acknowledged that they're part of the club, or do they just know?
I never asked them.
Okay.
Alright, guys. Rachel Reeves is a member of the World Economic Forum.
Wow.
Guys, they always put a banker in the freaking Chancellor. Chancellor of Exchequer's always a WEF member, supposedly. What was it? Grant Shapps. Do him next. He's supposedly a WEF member.
Alright.
Do Jacob. George Soros will be another WEF member. Will be WEF member. We'll do George Soros.
Alex Jones.
That's actually a good bet, mate, man. We're checking him as well for a good one.
Shapps.
Could be control opposition.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
I think he was controlled opposition. Why the hell? He's clearly controlled opposition.
Guys, Grant Shapps is a member of the World Economic Forum.
Guys, on my hunch.
Pardon?
Grant Shapps, and you're not sure who he is. He's the the chief biggest wit. He's basically the guy that freaking moderates the debates between the Prime Minister and the freaking opposition. So he's effectively the speaker.
Actually,
that's our basically speaker. What was it? You did Grant Shapps.
Alright. Alex Jones is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Do Alex Soros and George Soros.
Alex Soros. Okay.
George Soros. And then do Emmanuel Macron. And then do Bernard Arnault. I have my suspicions Bernard Arnault's one of them.
Alright, guys. George Soros is a member of the World Economic Forum.
Globalist. Bill Gates will be on that list as well. But
interesting. Alright, who next?
I like this segment.
Yeah, me too.
I'm still all these cunts, right? Okay.
Alright, who's next?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Then we'll do Alex Soros. Son of George Soros, by the way. Also do Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg after them.
Alright. Bill Gates is a member of the World Economic Forum. Alright, putting down the next person.
George Soros. No, Alex Soros.
Alex Soros. Alright,
let's start listing some Rothschilds.
Alright then.
Alright, Jacob Rothschild.
He's dead.
Yeah, I know. But
a bunch of others dead as well, but
it could still be on there, even after. Just saying.
Let's take a look. Jacob Rothschild.
Alright guys. Alex Soros is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Too young, but is following his grand's footsteps of his father. He'll be a member. Hasn't made the thing yet, but he will be.
Yeah. Can't argue with that. Alright, who next?
Jacob Rothschild.
Jacob Rothschild.
Next one, Princess Anne. May as well take a look at the royals and see if they're fucking up the fucking skirt. Corrupt.
Just checking. The spell is right. Got it right. And what a surprise! Jacob Rothschild is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
He is one, though. He is one. He's definitely part of the WEF. So there's certain people that are not put on the list, but they are on the list. Who else? King Charles. No, it'll be his full name, wouldn't it? Wouldn't be just King Charles.
I'm not sure.
Try King Charles.
No, it has to be his full name, I think. We tried.
Beatrice. This is that.
Beatrice.
Can't remember her second name, but she's a royal. That's the thing with royals and titles.
Let's see.
Her full name will probably be on Google. The private name, but they'll probably be their private names are probably entered.
Alright, guys. Tim Walz is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Oh, he is. He is. He is. Do me a favour, look up Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein. Alright then.
And then after you're done there, what's Jimmy Savile? I'm sure he's up on the list as well. As a WEF member. Do Lord Ali while you're at it as well.
Alright.
Also, while you're at it, do Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The Saudi prince. Bound to have.
Alright. Jeffrey Epstein is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Yet he blackmailed. Yet he freaking had. Am I wrong to think that maybe the Jews are playing their own game and these people are just pawns?
Anything can go.
We all know the WEF meetings are the public meetings, right? You know the Bilderbergs are right, the real meetings where the real shit gets down thrown, right? That's where all the real shit happens. Bilderberg meetings.
Alright, Jimmy Savile is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
You hope not, he's fucking dead. Fuck's sake. Bernard Arnault. Look him up.
Bernard Arnault.
He's the CEO of the founder and CEO of LVMH.
Alright.
One of the most premier. Whilst you're doing that, Eric, can you look up the founder of the CEO of Kering?
Of what?
Kering Group. It's a company that owns Balenciaga and all these and Gucci and all those massive clothing lines. I want to go check on both of those two.
Alright, lads. Bernard Arnault is a member of the World Economic Forum.
Arnault's a part of it. They must have had meetings with Arnault. Do Warren Buffett.
Warren.
And then do Jamie Dimon.
Alright.
Wait, Kering Group?
Yeah, Kering. I'll give you the direct spelling, the ticker.
Okay.
I've got it on the thingy because I'm a shareholder.
Alright, Warren Buffett is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
KER.
Okay. KER. Oh, okay. Got you.
Paris Clothing Gucci. One of the biggest clothing companies in the world. They used to work with, if I remember correctly,
Okay, got you. Francis
Pinault.
Francosis Herney Pinal. Okay, I can't pronounce this.
Henry Pinault.
Henry
Pinault.
Alright. Donald John Trump is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
But Javier Milei.
Alright. Javier Milei.
Okay, Jay Bolsonaro, let's do him as well. Any luck?
Still typing?
Good.
Alright, lads. Javier Milei is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
I still suspect he did there. I think he did do something similar. He did attend. I met him at one of those meetings.
Yeah, he did attend a meeting.
It's like you said, they're playing their own game.
Yeah. So who else? Any ones that you think would be interesting to research? Bill Gates.
We already looked at Bill Gates.
Well,
we have to look at Bill Gates and know who it is, what he is.
And we already Elon Musk is a part of it.
I still believe Elon Musk's a part of it, but he's like.
I wonder how he'd respond to anybody who would call that out.
Larry Fink,
yeah, CEO BlackRock. Do the CEO of Vanguard while you're at it, but do BlackRock first. While you're at it, do State Street as well. What's his name? What's that guy's name? The guy that used to be a fucking simp for Tesla. Do Alex Karp while you're at it as well.
Alright, Larry Fink is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
That's a lie. I know that for a fucking fact that's a lie. So you're telling me the guy that met... Do Bill Gates for me.
Where would you look at Bill Gates?
Well, he was one, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a member of the World Economic Forum.
He is a world member, but Larry Fink is a member of the World Economic Forum. I know this because they both met. Bill and Larry met fucking Stormer in his office.
Yeah, they did. They did have a meeting.
And then a couple of weeks later, they fucking sign a deal. They do the budget, but fucking tells farmers to go fuck themselves.
Have we done Barack Obama yet?
He'll be one, but you'll be WEF, but go ahead. Do Justin Trudeau for me. And do Jagmeet Singh.
Alright.
And NDP.
Barack Obama is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Do me a favor and research Ross Gerber.
Ross Gerber?
Gerber Kawasaki, ETF. Investment guy. Heavy liberal. That's what I want to do. I want to check. Any luck?
No, can't find him.
Okay. There's a small fry. Okay. What else is that?
Have we done Vladimir Putin?
Vladimir Putin used to be WEF, but he's no longer anymore. But double check.
They'll
Do
see.
Bob Chapek as well. That would be an interesting one. And Nelson Peltz would be another one as well that you want to look into.
All right. Vladimir Putin is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
He's basically saying that they're demonic, so I'm not surprised. Okay, Bob Chapek.
All right. Bob Chapek.
From your sign, it doesn't sound as anything, so.
All right. Bob Chapek is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
not publicly, but. Can you do a run list for anyone with the last name S?
SD.
You know what would
I'm
be
going to run down, guys, of the. I've got some ideas. I'm going to run down the list of some family names that I think might be interesting for us. Where the fuck's the Amberdini? What the fuck is it? Oh, you bastard. You bastard. You bastard. Bear with me for a second.
World
I've
leader.
got some interesting ones I want to freaking research before we go.
What leaders are a part of WEF? Adrian Monk. Okay, half these names are very hard to pronounce. I'm gonna be honest.
They all sound foreign as well.
Benjamin Netanyahu.
Not surprised. Is he on there?
I'm going to type it in now.
Okay, Orsini. Type up anybody with the last name Orsini.
All right, lads. Benjamin Netanyahu is a member of the World Economic Forum.
What a surprise.
Shocking! Oh my goodness!
Oh
That
my
is
god.
so shocking.
To think a Jew would never be a part of that organization.
But
Again, Orsini. Take a look at the last name Orsini.
Any first
I'm
names
going
you
down
have?
the 13 I'm taking a look at the 13 Zoroastrian bloodlines, see if there's anybody descendant of that last name on that list. These are the 13 families that supposedly are very powerful in the world. Any with the last name Orsini?
How do you spell that?
O-R-S-I-N-I.
O-R-S-I-N-I. Any first names?
No, I don't have any first names. I just have the last name.
Alright. It has to be your first and last name for it to work.
Okay. Wait, Evelyn D. Rothschild?
Evelyn.
Evelyn
Child.
Robert D. Rothschild.
you think there's some Rothschilds who are just living regular lives?
Yeah.
Alright, Evelyn Rothschild is not on the World Economic Forum.
He did break away from his father, so who do you think would be? LeBron James.
You know,
LeBron James.
I was thinking that, but at the same time, like he doesn't have the. I don't think he has the brains to be part of it. But,
Is there a list that we can look up who's a part of
but LeBron,
Freemason?
Alright, LeBron James is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
actually, let's look up who's a Freemason the next episode.
Alright?
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. But anyway, you said LeBron James is not a WEF member?
No, he is not.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I believe that more celebrities are probably Freemasons, but not WEF. I think I can honestly believe that.
This is basically what Freemasons believe. Freemason has always been religious in character, though it subscribes to no particular orthodoxy. To become a Freemason, the applicant has to be an adult male, must believe in the existence of a supreme being, and in the immortality of the soul. The teachings of Freemasonry enjoin morality and charity and obedience to the law of the land. It is not, however, a Christian institution, though it is often taken to be such. In fact, Freemasonry has received considerable opposition from organized religion. The Roman Catholic Church, in particular, in practice, some lodges have been accused of religious prejudice, specifically against Jews and Catholics. They have also been accused of anti-clericalism in Latin America countries. In Anglo-American, the membership consists of mostly white Protestants. Some lodges have been accused of prejudice against non-whites.
I mean, yeah, it's like, so pretty much with Freemasonry, I believe that any religion is welcome.
Yeah. It's basically just a cult. It's basically just a club for all people that love people that love the British Empire. Effectively, that's what it is.
Yeah, you could pretty much be a Buddhist monk and like be a Freemason. But yeah, it's like as long as you believe in a supreme being, you know.
I don't think Freemason's demonic, but who knows?
I'll be honest, not that he's on this list, but can we look to see if Hitler's a WEF?
He'll be dead.
I know. It's just
Angela Merkel, do me a favor and solid, look up Angela Merkel.
Angela Merkel.
Also, Justin Trudeau. I'm looking this up because I remember Klaus Schwab once mentioned Russian President Vladimir Putin, once mentioned Angela Merkel.
Guys, Angela Merkel is a member of the World Economic Forum.
Okay, how about Logan Paul?
Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
try, but I doubt it.
I'll be honest. I would believe Logan Paul is Mason more than like a WEF member. I'm gonna be honest. Although,
Alright, Logan,
you believe he's in some Illuminati shit?
maybe
you don't think his parents you don't think he might have been brought up in to become a Freemason?
I think his mother's a Christian.
There's a lot of Freemasons in America, my friend.
That's true.
Alright. Logan
The country was
Paul.
founded by Freemasons. I did send you a video of basically George Washington and Thomas Jefferson basically talking about he's gonna put the all-seeing eye on the banknotes next.
Anyways, you were saying, John May?
Logan Paul is not a member
Brother
of the World
Franklin,
Economic Forum.
I cannot tell a lie.
Actually, scratch that.
Brother Washington.
Actually, scratch that. Not Logan Paul being a Freemason. I believe Jake is more of a Freemason.
I believe Jake might actually. Why do you think Jake's a Freemason?
I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's like it just seems like I see Jake talking about spirituality at times. I'm like, okay, he believes that there's something out there. He just doesn't.
Look up Ari Emanuel.
And plus Jake Paul just seems like the type that would be a part of a group like that. I don't know. Logan, maybe not. I think Logan.
You'd be a pawn for the groups like that. But
I would say Jake Paul is would be more part of a group like that.
Jake Paul's in a lot of shit. Like he's in banking, he's in investments. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually had. He might have thought it was a benefit to mingle with these types of business people. He's always liked mingling with business people. So
yeah. Plus,
Tucker Carlson, can you do Tucker Carlson as well?
I would say with Logan Paul. I don't know. I could just see it more with Jake because it's like you said, being a Freemason is like you believe in a supreme being and like. I think Jake believes that, and he just doesn't know.
That was basically just what the front pages were telling me from Britannica. Doesn't mean it's fucking real. That's just the fucking public definition. Private definition could be fuck all. Could be fucking different.
All right, well then Logan Paul could probably be one too. Who knows?
All right, Ari Emanuel is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
How about Tucker Carlson?
Give me an opinion on Kerry Redstone, founder, heir to the Paramount fortune. Also,
Tucker Carlson is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Alex Jones.
I think we already looked.
Yeah, we looked at Alex Jones. He's not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Nikita.
Wait, Barron Trump? I'm joking.
Nah.
Okay.
At least not yet. He's not an age he could be.
Nikita Khrushchev. Any other people you think would be interesting? Diddy Combs. Yeah, look up Diddy Combs. He's probably more part of the Illuminati, but heck.
Sean Combs.
Sean Diddy Combs. Or she.
Alright. Sean P. Diddy Combs is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Not shocked, but also a little shocked.
Alright.
Don't think I think it's just Dre or Anderson or something like that.
Let me just check.
Say if P. Diddy, his name's probably not P. Diddy. Did he, right? But did he do it?
Yo, someone dressed up for Halloween as Hitler in Mexico, bro.
Hitler's not a bad guy. It's not as bad as most people.
Alright, Dr. Dre is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Okay.
Well, I know Drake isn't. I would say Drake. I would say Drake is more of a Freemason.
Have you seen most of these Hollywood types? Most of these Hollywood types, they freaking sold their soul to get big, man. Who do you think would be another person? Any actor? Who do you think? Whoopi Goldberg, maybe?
Actually, yeah, that's a good one. Look her up.
Right. Whoopi.
Well, I can tell you this: she ain't gonna whoop me. That's terrible. That's a terrible joke. Yes, I'm sorry. Awful.
Yeah.
Could be worse. It could be worse.
Wait, Andrew Tate and Sneeko brainwashed an entire generation.
How did he brainwash this entire generation? He taught them to fucking think for themselves.
I don't know. I'm just reading a title from.
I wasn't brainwashed by Andrew Tate. I realized the fact that literally women are manipulative.
I'll
They
be
are
honest.
manipulative.
I'm personally just reading a title from like one of a YouTuber called Young Don. I'm pretty sure he either got that from the YouTube video or he just put that title himself. But
I'm gonna be
Young Don,
honest.
Young Don is a pretty cool reactor. I like him.
The thing is, they haven't rotted, washed freaking teens. Make kids realize that women are not. A lot of women are just out there for men's money. That's the truth.
I think in terms of that, he agrees with some of the.
I agree with some of the things that Andrew Tate says, but I don't agree with all of them. Like, I personally do believe women do cause women do cause a lot of the reasons for divorce. It's fucking stereotypical facts.
Yeah, I would say that, like, look, in terms of like everything else, like, I just don't. I hope that he gets everything cleared up, but I just don't care for the guy very much.
Guys,
I don't.
But I agree with some of the.
I agree with some of his points, but I just don't care. Like, I'm over it.
Wait, what happened, John? What happened?
All right. Whoopi Goldberg is a member of the World Economic Forum.
Oh no, Whoopi!
Tat for tat on this.
Whoopi, I had a crush on you. Why would you do? That's not true. That
Why?
Did you?
It's fucking. He's the most unlikable person. Rachel Zegler. Do Rachel Zegler, man.
All right, Rachel Zegler.
Yeah, I'm joking, bro. Whoopi, no.
She ugly, man. She ugly.
She's too old. She's too old.
She ugly.
Not that he's a part of it, but look up Michael Jackson next.
Michael Jackson got fucked over by the Jews badly.
Yeah, I know.
They fucking murdered the bloke, right? And then they murdered the bloke, right? And then took his fucking catalogue of IP. Sony fucking did this bloke dirty. And I'm a shareholder. He did freaking dirty.
All right. Rachel Zegler is not a member of the World Economic
Still
Forum.
too young. She hasn't made any businesses.
Exactly.
Chrissy Teigen.
Ah, Chrissy Teigen.
And she sounds about right. Leonardo DiCaprio is probably one as well. I'm kind of curious to see if Ryan Reynolds would be one, but I don't think he would. I think he's... George Clooney. Why don't we look up all these ones that are scared, all these people that are scared and fleeing the country if Trump gets elected?
Guys, Ellen DeGeneres.
It's a WEF member. Didn't say her, but go.
All right, Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, you mean the lesbian?
Yep, the one who moved to your country. Congratulations.
I'm not sure I want that trash in my country, Eric. But it's not like I know exactly what the vast amounts of freaking illegals in my country, Eric. But I don't get a choice in that matter, I'm afraid. It's above my pay grades.
Ellen is a great person. She's beautiful. Okay.
She's a lesbian with a fucking lesbian haircut.
Yeah.
With a personality of a black.
Don't lie you.
All right. She's not. Okay. She's not. She's mid.
The fact, yeah, she is mid. There's a lot of girls that are mid.
Let's just say she's mid. She's not ugly.
Mid. She's not ugly, but she's mid.
Yeah.
Mid.
All right, Ellen DeGeneres is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Look up Dwayne the
Is
Rock.
David Cameron a member of the World Economic Forum? He sounds about like right where he would be.
David...
Tony Blair as well should be another one.
Yeah, then probably
Cameron.
Look up George W. Bush and
all right,
Hillary Clinton and
all right,
Nick Romney.
David Cameron is a member of the World Economic Forum.
Surprise. Tony Blair.
Pardon?
Tony Blair.
Tony Blair.
He's definitely a member of WEF.
I'd be surprised if he isn't on there.
Yeah.
All right.
Look up Gordon Brown.
All right. Tony Blair is a member of the World Economic Forum.
Gordon Brown.
I
think he's Labour. Wasn't he a Labour guy? Or is he a Tory?
Yeah.
No, Gordon Brown was definitely for Labour.
Then look up, after all this, look up Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
While you're at it, fucking break my childhood, break my heart and tell me if freaking Margaret Thatcher and Theresa May is.
So why did it break my childhood?
I actually used to think May was not that bad, realistically. Then I really grew up and grew a sense of balls and realized she was fucking terrorist.
Gordon Brown is a member of the World Economic Forum.
Hmm.
Oh, hold on. He's not just part of it. He's actually working for United Nations Special Envoy for Global Education, the World Health Organization Ambassador for Global Health Financing, and the Office of Gordon and Sasha Brown.
Wait, Riz, you say before you said you actually grew up and said like gay wasn't what?
What are you saying?
You said you grew up with like something. You said something wasn't that bad, and then until you grew up.
Yeah, I thought Theresa May wasn't that fucking bad of a PM, if I'm being honest, for a while. Look her up. I'm pretty sure she's a WEF. I'm pretty sure she's a Rothschild. I'm looking for ones that are not. I'm looking for ones that are past the 50s or 60s, right? Like 50s, 60s, right? I'm looking for ones that are like 20, 30 years, former PMs, right? Okay.
Theresa May is a member of the World Economic Forum.
Margaret Thatcher, break my heart, man, break my heart.
Okay.
Please, Maggie, please do not do us wrong. Please, Maggie, please do not do us wrong.
Oh dear.
She least an attractive woman.
No, she was a really good she wasn't that bad of a PM. I would never actually witnessed her, but from what I've heard, she seems like a fucking cracking woman. Better than most people. She would have gotten these fucking migrants straightened out right away. She's WEF, ain't she?
I'm still typing her name down.
Oh, fuck God.
Oh dear. He's not ready. He's not ready.
Please don't tell me Margaret Thatcher is one of them.
Okay. Okay,
If it is, and so be it.
Wait, Risk. Are you ready?
I can't do the drum roll. Just yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. No. I need to be calm for this.
She is one, ain't she?
Margaret Thatcher is not
a
member of the World Economic Forum.
Thatcher, you didn't do me wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Do Ronald Reagan.
All right, Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, then George
W.
W.
It was the 60s, right? Can someone look up when the World Economic Forum started?
Actually, yeah,
I think it happened 20 years after WW2 or something like that.
Yeah, certainly way after World War II.
When did the WEF start? 1971. It was founded in 1971.
What term was Reagan's term?
89.
Okay, take a look at Reagan.
All right.
This is going to fucking alter my view of Ronald J. fucking Reagan.
Okay.
I doubt Reagan would do this because he was like a fucking he was a conservative.
Don't let us down, Reagan, even though you probably will.
Please don't let us down. He was around during Thatcher's time, and he applauded her.
All right.
When Britain was at its peak.
All right. Ronald Reagan is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Good. Okay. Any former PMs prime ministers you would be interested in? Look, any ones that you can think of would be interesting. I've done
John Major.
Yeah, John Major. We'll see him. He's long past 80, right? Was he 70 or 80? 1980.
I think it was somewhere in the 80s or 90s. And 90s, actually. In fact, he was the last Tory leader before Blair came in.
Okay. What was the guy that freaking destroyed the USSR?
Gorbachev?
Yeah, Gorbachev.
Alright.
Let's look him up.
Alright. Okay, so John Major is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Mikhail Gorbachev. I think it was Mikhail. It was Gorbachev anyway. What was his last name?
Or just
the way of it, just because he fucking turned himself over, he effectively destroyed his country. That makes me question if he's actually a WEF member. That's why I'm wanting to check.
Fair enough.
I'd also like to do Joseph Stalin. He sounds like someone that would be a WEF member. Saddam Hussein, that might be an interesting one as well. Any luck?
Still typing Mikhail Gorbachev in. Okay. Mikhail Gorbachev is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Okay, so Joseph Stalin.
Have we done George W. Bush?
Oh, he's definitely one, mate. If fucking Tony Blair, Bush Jr. and Senior, if fucking Blair is there, man, I'm sure both Georges are there, man. You're not missing anything. I'm sure Pedo Clinton is probably there as well. Blue women are looking fine in here.
All right, Joseph Stalin
Your
is not.
mother used to flirt with me. She used to call me the cat's meow.
What?
Somebody said at fucking someone's funeral. The fucking guy's a fucking weirdo. How the fuck Hillary didn't dump his white ass is the question.
Really,
All right.
really searching up some beard oil right now. Crazy.
All right. Joseph Stalin is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Do us Hillary Clinton while you're at it.
Matter of fact,
All right.
do Gandhi.
Hillary.
Gandhi wouldn't be around. Gandhi wouldn't be there. Like he died long before that happened.
Actually, right. That's a fair.
Like he didn't die until he got out. India didn't really get independence after the First World War, didn't they?
I think so.
Or was the second?
Hillary Clinton's definitely on there.
Oh, clearly, just fucking interest. Hunter Biden would be an interesting. Joe Biden and Hunter Biden would be an interesting one there. While you're there, take a look at Vladimir Zelensky. I'm sure he's on the fucking list. The amount of money the amount of money he's been money laundered would surprise me.
All right. Hillary Clinton is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Yay!
Do Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton?
I'm not gonna lie. I wonder if there are people who are actually attracted to Hillary Clinton.
Maybe a few back in the day.
You said me back in the day?
No, maybe a few people back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure there's a bunch of old pensioners that probably think she's still attractive. We'd probably take her for a ride. Most probably hard-working Republicans. Probably
when you're old, though, of course you're going to think another older woman is attractive. But
yes, that's what I'm saying.
All right, Bill Clinton is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Bullshit. You're telling me the fucking person with the fucking Russian document. You're telling me the one with the fucking Hillary Clinton. I deleted 30,000 emails. It's not WEF.
No.
And the one
the website says no.
Russian information.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
Not very much, but she's not a member. But oh well, maybe you don't have to make it public.
All right.
What was Pierre Polyev here with?
Pardon?
Was Pierre Polyev a WEF member?
I looked and he is not a member of the WEF.
Hey, look, there's a video that came out yesterday. So like because that challenge like pop the balloon or something like that.
Yes.
Well, there was a trans woman, and like this dude directly popped the balloon for him.
Oh yeah, I've seen that video like 2-3 days ago.
I'll be honest, I have no idea why the real women got so offended by that, but it is what it is.
Women just love a reason to bicker. That's the reason.
It's like I'm choosing you, a real woman. Why would you be offended by that?
They want to be offended. They want to show their fake virtue.
Everyone wants something to complain about.
Useless.
That's true.
There are some women that are useful, but
I mean, I'd probably
useless.
If I knew you were trans, but I'd probably directly pop your balloon too. I'm not into that.
Weird.
I said
Anthony Blinken, you must be one.
Guys, Jair Bolsonaro, the former president of Brazil, is a member of the World Economic Forum.
Wow.
Well, that kind of made me sad, but oh well.
It is what it is, man.
The fact is, why the fuck would if he was a member, then why the fuck would they oust him? Like that?
It's all part of the plan. It's all part of a stage.
Maybe he wanted out. Who knows?
That's one thing.
Then why did he make a scene about it then?
Well, it's all part of the stage. The act.
We all know elections are fake anyway. Much as I would like Farage to win, I doubt he would. Okay.
How long have we been going for?
Over 2 hours.
Number one, Joe Biden and Hunter Biden.
Okay.
Joe Biden's clearly going to be on the list.
Joe Biden. Alright then.
Joseph R. Biden or something like that.
Alright. I'll try both.
I think they'll know what you're talking about if you just put Joe Biden.
They might specifically want you to put their fucking actual initials in that, though.
That's true.
So that's how we missed a couple of them. But
Joseph R.
If you used Bill Gates' full name, we probably would have freaking got him.
Alright. Joe Biden is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Member, clearly. He's a member.
So that means Hunter Biden is not on that list either?
He's definitely on the fucking list. He's corrupt. Biden's clearly corrupt. He's definitely corrupt on something. Joe Biden clearly fucking illegally profited off of in Ukraine through Burisma. But Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi.
And then Mitch McConnell. From Mitch McConnell.
Alright.
Cocaine Mitch. Ever heard of this nickname? Cocaine Mitch.
Cocaine
Mitch. Because he takes too much cocaine. Republican,
Alright.
by the way.
Guys, Nancy Pelosi is a member of the World Economic Forum.
shocker, real shocker.
Is she a member of anything else or just the World Economic Forum?
She says she's a minority leader for the House of Representatives. At least that's what she's doing now, I think.
She's not even a member. Is she?
Yeah, like Nancy Pelosi is shown on the World Economic Forum website as one of the members.
Gavin Newsom.
Also,
alright. Niece of, grandson of Nancy Pelosi. No, nephew of Nancy Pelosi.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I still don't get what is wrong with a family adopting a African American child. I really don't know what's wrong with it. That's I'm looking at a picture with this Caucasian family,
like a white couple or something like that.
Yeah, white couple, and I think white couple.
The reason is the fact is the kid will not grow up. The kid will be fucking. The kid will not grow. The kid will grow up, right? He'll be an outcast, right? He'll never truly be able to understand the culture of his parents. He'll be.
Alright.
That's the main reason. He might grow up white, but he'll always even by his own fucking people out of his own race, right?
I think this couple had their own children already, so it's they just adopted, and it's they just adopted 2 African American boys, and I'm like, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's still great that
it is a good play. It's good that they've gotten a home in that, but it's kind of similar to if I'm being honest, it's kind of similar to what happened to you guys, happened to the people, you guys in your race, right? Happened in America, right? You got put into the Western world, right? And if you go to Africa, right, you'll be treated as an outsider. They'll always think of you as, oh, you're just one of those white blacks and that, right? You'll be treated differently in there, right? You'll think of them as the third world if you were to live in Africa, because they're supposed, the technology's not as in certain areas of Africa, it's not as advanced as what we've got here. The houses that we've got here, right? In certain parts of Africa, they would be like freaking yurts or little tiny huts. Well, supposedly, but whatever. I haven't actually been to Africa, so I couldn't actually tell you. But certain parts of India and that. But I think there are certain parts of India that are slums, but not all. There are certain parts in India that are advanced, but not all.
Also, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably part of the reason why I could never be on. I'm not gonna lie. I think someone with Nick Fuentes is funny, but this is probably why I could not fully be on his side, bro.
I can't be on his side either, because it's fucking literally, it would make you an enemy of the fucking state. His times are numbered. Trump said, if you hate fucking Jews, you will be kicked. You will be removed from this country. In America, I don't hate Jews, but he bloody said that his election speech, right? And I take it to be that I don't hate them, but
I don't hate them either.
I don't hate them, but I do have my gripes with them. Kept you a race, but not bad people. It's just fucking few, a couple little small group of people. It's always a small group. We can make the fucking races look bad. Anthony Blinken.
Gavin Newsom is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
John Podesta.
Okay.
Because the Podesta emails almost fucked Hillary. That's how we learned that where hot dogs mean boys and pizzas mean girls. Little.
I will say this though. With some people,
know who's the right guy. I want to know Alex Salmond. Do him next.
All right. John Podesta is a member of the World Economic Forum.
Is he even still alive? I thought he was offed by Hillary. They're goons.
Well, he's seen as a member on the World Economic Forum website.
So he must be alive then.
Interesting. Alex Salmond.
Well, Bankman-Fried. He won't be, but I'm pretty sure his mother and father are, because they were very wealthy. Very donors to the Democrat Party.
Alright. Alex Salmond is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Nicola Sturgeon was a WEF member, wasn't she?
Yes, she is a WEF member.
What is a? Can we do the Scottish Labour leader?
The Scottish Labour leader. Who would that be?
A Muslim. Effectively.
Okay.
We just got rid of one, and now we potentially might get another one. Scotland can't get a break, can it?
So, is there anybody else for the list, or
Anis Sanwar.
Alright.
Wait, he's been in public office since 1999. Look up Donald Dowar.
So, Ali, what?
Anis Sarwar.
Bro said, "I'm sorry, Dr. Umar."
Anas Sarwar. You can just tell that's not a British name, can't you? I'm not judging. Any luck?
Alright. Anas Sarwar. I gotta put that down now.
Anas Sarwar. Anas Sarwar.
Alright. Got that down. Anas Sarwar is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Well, at least he's not going to frickin' fuck us over, supposedly, allegedly. Do me a favour and look up Donald Campbell Dower.
Alright.
He was the first Scottish Minister of Scotland and leader of the Labour Party in Scotland from 1999 until his death in 2000.
Donald Campbell what?
Donald Campbell Dewar.
Alright. Donald Campbell Dewar. Alright, okay. I see it now. Alright. Donald Dewar is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Why was the Labour Party so dominant in Scotland for decades? It's like, would it consider this ever popular in Scotland?
Somehow.
The first and the second leader of the Labour Party,
Keir Starmer.
Alex Salmond, well, he's the first one that created by the SNP. Look up John Swinney.
Alright. John
Ramsay Swinney. Interesting. He was the First Minister twice.
Yeah, he was.
So that's the reason why he put that. So that's the reason why they put him in. He was the leader of the SNP at that time. Any luck?
Yep. Trying to type it down.
Kate Forbes might be another one. Then we'll call
Alright.
it.
Alright. John Swinney is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Surprisingly. Interesting. So maybe he's another person. Kate Forbes.
Kate Forbes.
Second most powerful person in the SNP right now. Because she's effectively the Deputy First Minister.
Alright. Kate Forbes is not a member of the World Economic Forum.
Okay, I guess that's us.
Alright then.